Previously on Colorado Tool Sport.
Platt River. Lots of people like to come out here and go fishing. And, Deckers, there you go. Deckers is really far that way. And we will definitely be going down that road. But today, we're gonna go right. What is up, guys? Welcome to Platt River Road. Platt River Road, Platt River Road goes this way, down from Rampart Range, makes a right at the end of the dirt road, past the bar, and supposedly, from what I hear, goes 18 miles, turns into dirt, right up here. We've been down a little ways a couple of times, but never too far. So let's do a little bit of exploring. What do you say? The speed limit on this road is 20, and I'm pretty sure there's probably a lot of rangers down here because it's a really, really popular fishing spot, and it's just gorgeous. Yeah, okay, I know. Hush. There's a couple of places down here where you can see where people have tried to do hill climbs, like straight up these mountains. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it's kind of weird when they have to fence absolutely everything off and say, no motor vehicles. I don't know. I don't understand why people would even be trying to bring motor vehicles in some of these places, but I can understand here because it's kind of cool. So how are you guys doing? I was saying in my last video, thanks for the response from the first 3 videos. I had no idea what to expect, and you guys are just awesome. Thank you to my new subscribers and everybody coming in that's watching and catching up. That's kind of what I do with YouTube. I go find a moto vlogger that I like, or somebody that I see suggested by one of the other guys that I know, and start at the beginning. Go all the way back to your first embarrassing video, Mr. Ride a Map. I'm actually on him right now. And his first couple of videos are hilarious. He's got the D-cam idea from Mr. Everride, who we've already spoken about. But in his first couple of videos, he's got his camera, not a GoPro, but a camera, hanging from his neck. And it's pretty funny. Go check him out. Seems like a great guy. Does clean videos. Dang. I hope you guys are able to see all this, and I'm not riding. I know I'm riding directly into the sun, which is probably stupid, but there's no way for me to start from the other side. But Mr. Ride a Map, a map standing for ride as much as possible. I totally dig your idea, and I agree, sir. And he also rides a DRZ, so yeah, check him out and watch his videos. I like the guys that ride DRZs. We gotta stick together, we're a little clan. On up here a little ways, there's an old historic building called the Platt Hotel. Totally looks like a 1920s or even earlier brothel. I think we'll stop and check it out because when Stace and I were down here, we were in the truck, and it was the beginning of the summer, and we were kind of in a rush and didn't have time to check it out. But look at these rocks. Those are beautiful. Wow. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit more information about me. Just kind of jumped straight into the trail ride in the first video, the first 2 videos. But I am an East Coast guy. Originally from, I was born in New Jersey, lived in PA until I was 6, then moved back to Jersey and grew up there. Mercer County, 609, what? But, there's a couple of people laughing right now. But, yeah, lived there through high school and the beginning of my career. And then met my wife, and she lived in western Pennsylvania. It was probably about 22, 23, something like that. So here comes a little more dust. Yay! So I actually got a job out near where she was moving to go to school. She decided to go to Penn State. So I got a job out there, got my own apartment. We met a bunch of times. We were doing 6.5-hour rides each way. We met online. And what the hell was that? But yeah, we met online, hit it off. Great. She's an awesome chick. She's the love of my life. We've been married for 3 years now. But anyway, she went to Penn State and I worked. And we were probably about 45 minutes, maybe 40 minutes apart at that point. So it wasn't bad. Much better than 6.5 hours. But then after the appropriate amount of time, I forget exactly how long, I moved in with her at the forestry cabin that I talked about. And from there, once the forestry cabin thing was over, got an apartment in State College and had roommates and did that whole deal. And once she was finally done with school, she got a job that took us to Delaware, of all places. Now, I'm gonna say I love all my people from Delaware, but Delaware was just not the right fit for us. It was flat, it was straight. We don't like the beach at all. I think the entire time I lived there, I swam in the ocean like twice. Don't get me wrong, I like the ocean. When I lived in Jersey, it was 45 minutes away and was there all the time with friends and family and whatnot. But it's just not my thing. I've always been a woods kid. My dad had a lake house in the Poconos that I would go up to every other weekend. Let you fill in that blank. And go water skiing, and that was the first time I ever rode a dirt bike, was up there. Still dusty. But yeah, my wife and I really, really, really enjoyed the Penn State experience. Even though I didn't get to go to school there, or didn't go to school there, I did all of the Penn State functions, went to all the games, volleyball, ice hockey, football. Huge Penn State football fans. But that brings me to another topic that I wanted to talk about. We, obviously, her as an alumni and me as living there and supporting them and whatnot, have been getting random comments from people all over the country. I mean, from Jersey, from Delaware, from Colorado, and everywhere in between. If anybody sees me wearing my Penn State hat or my Penn State t-shirt, they just have no problem walking up to me and being like, Sandusky, child molester, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do you even have any idea what happened with Joe Paterno and what happened to his legacy and his family and how much they did for that entire area and who Sandusky was and what he did and the whole story? Do you know any of that? And usually the answer is no, or they come up with some lame explanation that's completely wrong. But it made me really, really sad that all that happened like two-ish years after we left State College. It was just devastating. Looks like there's probably a pretty cool hiking trail over there. I'm not going to go on about it too much more, but like I said, I don't understand people's deals with just coming up to random strangers and being rude. trolling your friends on Facebook and having political differences and religious differences and conversations about that stuff, I'm fine with that. I'm not that old school that I won't talk about religion or sex or politics. I will. Not a huge fan of politics, but but just that random people on the streets would just make comments like that. We were coming down from the Pikes Peak race, and some kid saw my hat in the car while we were waiting in line to get out, and he just shouted out Sandusky, and I was like, what are you retarded? Why would you say that? I had never seen the kid before, no knowledge of him, nothing. Just the first thing he said, the first thing he thought of when he saw the Penn State logo on my hat. Sandusky. No, dude. Penn State. Penn State pride. Alright. End rant. / rant. Wow. Hang on, we might need to go take a look at this. I don't think there's anybody behind me. If not, please don't hit me. I just have a thing for rivers like this. I mean, just in gorgeous areas. Oh, okay. So you see up there where it's a real bear? Wow. I bet you that's where the fire was. Yeah, you can see it goes all along up there. I bet you if you went over that ridge, it's all bare. Wow. But as you drive through Colorado, you will see tons of places like that where it's just like 10 miles of completely bare. I don't know if that house is right here. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, you can't get up to it. Yeah, swoop around so you guys can get a wide angle version or wide angle view, because I know it's hard for you guys to see stuff up close. Learned that the hard way. So tell me you can't totally see, the girls sitting on the top deck up there with a railing and a little sheet metal roof coming over it or something like that. waiting for some of the cowboys to come down. And let's go see what it says. I also realize that you guys can't read stuff unless you're right up on it. So maybe you can read that one. Being preserved for study and possible restoration. Nothing is stored inside. Your cooperation by not attempting to enter, otherwise disturb the building, is appreciated. Yeah, I freaking hate it when people find stuff like this and tag it. I know, kids being kids and whatnot, but it's just stupid. There's no need for it. I also realized that I talked an awful lot about my new boots and never told you guys what they are. I'm still hitting neutral. Did it a couple of times on the streets in the middle of traffic, and that's really embarrassing. People start looking at you. But I'm not ashamed. I'll admit to my mistakes. I'm sure as time goes on, I'll get used to it. Just like I did with my old pair of catwork boots, which I did tell you about. But what I got originally were the Fox Comp 5 off-road boots. Ordered them from Revzilla. They came. They looked amazing. Put them on. I felt like I was Cybertron, stomping around the house and stuff. But I went out to the bike and climbed on, got it warmed up, got it in first gear, made it out of the neighborhood, and realized I couldn't shift into second gear because I couldn't bend my ankle. That is a major problem. Riding a motorcycle, you have to be able to shift. So straight back into the house I went, took off the Comp 5 boots, and was like, dang, I guess I'm just gonna have to buy a good pair of work boots, because those cat boots were amazing. They work perfectly. I could shift, I could move my ankle, I could actually feel the shifter. So went into work the next day and did a little bit more research, and I found the Alpine Star Tech 2s. They are a half boot. Apparently they are super popular and work so well that in the years that they've been out, they've never changed. They never changed the design or anything at all. They might have added like one new color in many years of being available. Whoa. Pay attention to the road, Jeffrey. So yeah, I've had those and I've been wearing them for a little while. And I'll show them to you later when I take them off. But they have straps and they have a lining on the inside of the boot from made out of suede that is awesome for the heat. In my catwalk boots, my right heel would get so hot it would hurt. And then eventually I took off my boots one day and started looking at them, and they were actually burnt, like melted. The leather was all messed up and part of the heel was melted. But the other issue with the catwalk boots was standing up. They're much more solid than sneakers, but still I was tearing the underside of the, oh, some raging rapids back there. I was tearing the underside of the sole apart, so they had to go. And I was so happy when I found these because they are super thick, so it's kind of like riding on a couch cushion. I took the black rubber pieces off of the foot pegs on this bike to make them real foot pegs, and it's so comfortable to physically stand up. I still need to get bar risers, or I want to get new bars. And actually, somebody told me about a nice pair of Pro Taper bars that actually will raise you up about 2 inches without having to use bar risers. Wow, that's really pretty. I wonder if the GoPro's picking that up. But yeah, so once I do that, I think I will be good to go. And the only last major upgrade that I will want to do is my exhaust. I already have that picked out. I've been throwing so much money into this hobby that I had to stop for a minute. I was not gonna put $600 on a credit card just to get my exhaust and have it done. I mean, the bike runs, it runs great. I don't especially need it. I just want it. Oh, wow, check that out. I wonder if anybody lives there. Why when I find this stuff, is it always on a blind corner?